think it just shows Lincoln's ability to change with the times, with the community's needs, and with the children's needs.
130 years. Now that's a long time.
Survival, strength, the ability to adapt to any situation, regardless if it's internal or external. Passion to serve the community and its kids.
Sustainability and community.
Serving our community and their families.
It's changed so much over the years, from orphanage to foster care to group home care to community-based services in schools, in communities. You know, that we've really paid attention to what the needs are, and we've been responsive to that, is I think really key.
I was financially drowning.
When Susan Bess learned her youngest grandson Alex needed medication for his severe medical condition, and it would cost more than her car payment, she thought that was going to be the end of her.
And I was just about tapped out. Prescriptions alone were costing me $900 a month.
For 11 years, this grandmother had been raising her grandchildren when her daughter just could not, doing it all on her own.
Sometimes was overwhelming, but you do what you have to do in life, basically. So you just keep moving on and going to work and taking care of the kids. It was very isolating, particularly since I was working 40 hours a week when I started and had 3 grandchildren. One was an infant.
A parent at Alex's school told her she should contact Lincoln Child Center's Kinship Support Services, that she really wasn't alone.
I really didn't know until I found Kinship how many people were in my situation and how much support there was out there.
Lincoln's Kinship specifically helps families like hers, caregivers that are not the parents. They help figure out how they can manage, how they can sleep at night, something Susan needed badly.
The stress level went down tremendously, yeah, just knowing that there was somebody else there and who understood. And there were times when my grandkids didn't understand why Mom wasn't there or anything like that, and when they came, they saw they weren't alone.
Susan quickly learned a lot just by coming into the Kinship office.
For caregivers, we do a number of things. We help them get the resources that they need, that they may not even know that they qualify for.
One is walk away.
Raising a child is expensive, and so we help them identify what resources are available. We make sure that the children have medical coverage. We help them with legal issues if they're not sure what role they're going to play permanently in this child's life. And we give them a support system that is only, people who are in this can only really talk to other people who had the same experience, because it's so very different.
Alex's meds could be covered under Susan's insurance. She could even drop him here for a safe place to play when she needed a short break or even just to go to the doctor.
They're entitled to this because of that they live with you, and I didn't know.
For Carolyn Simpson, it was a different kind of need. It was a nightmare phone call that no one ever wants to get.
Hi.
That actually led her to Lincoln Child Center's Kinship Support Services. Her brother's 2 kids were abandoned by their mom in a hotel room.
I found out that they were left alone at the hotel. So I went directly to the hotel and I got the kids. I didn't want them out there in the system. They're wonderful children. I'd say that they're wonderful, wonderful kids. But at the time when I got them, my daughter was an adult. So it was like me starting all over again. I'm a senior, and I have been going through issues in my life with illness, and now I was taking on kids. Oh yeah, I did. I felt like screaming, but at the same time, I knew I had to do this for the kids.
You guys ready? Yeah. Okay, be careful.
Carolyn tells us she found Lincoln Child Center's Kinship online.
I was feeling kind of desperate, and I needed to know what other things were out there for the kids.
What we see with Caroline is that she's grown a lot, and I think what I hear from her is that having the support of other caregivers really helps her continue the fight.
And through Kinship, I was able to find out that I was able to get guardianship of the kids. I didn't know that. It's been a godsend.
There isn't a real exact definition of family, okay? It's whatever you make of it with your own situation. And it's been a wonderful help for us.
When you meet the kids from CEO Youth, when you talk to the parents from Kinship, the grandparents from Kinship, when you see how the impact that the Freedom School program is having on the children that are there, that's why we do it.